itself, after all. Shh, shh, shh. Please. I asked you to be quiet before, but if you're asking after those books, I would ask you to keep your voice down even more. You're from the guild. Now, why do I find that hard to believe? For one thing, where is your seal? And for another, where is your emblem, icon, or cameo of Our Lady who waits? Very suspicious. Very, very suspicious indeed. Perhaps you are from the Doge after all, come to spy, I suppose. Who sent you, and for what, and when for? Oh, you're new, a likely story. Allow me to write a report to the Doge to inform our leader that yes, you are a liar, a cad, a burglar. Oh, you are, aren't you? And you are from the guild. Oh. That explains that. That one-armed iconoclast who is more metal than man. He sent you, did he? I would say he was disorganized, but that would imply having been organized at some point, so I will say that he is unorganized. And he knows this will wind me up like a singing bird. Because I have all these archives to index, catalogues to number and numbers to catalogue. Being chief, head, boss, librarian is no small task, you understand? Well, obviously you don't. I mean, look how tall you are. Looking down one does not wake up from. I see. And he requested that spell specifically. That's rare. Very forbidden. Very, very forbidden. My favorite kind. Let me observe my indexes. And you know, you almost broke my glasses when you made me take them off. The joints are all wonky-donkey now. Still, it's fine. I must write while I ponder. It helps me to think, to catalogue, to compartmentalize, to categorize my thoughts. Thank you. You know, when you walked in, I really did think you were from the Doge's office. The municipal police or some such. Militia, maybe. And I'm sorry that I was a little bit scathing at the way you looked before. In fact, you look most wonderful, I must say. Much better than your employer. Oh, look at that. Fresh in today. You, my new guild accomplice, get to witness something beautiful. The birth of a new unknown. We were sent this tome today, no less, and I think that it might contain the kind of spell that you're looking for. Shall we take a look together? It's exciting, isn't it? I wonder what's inside. Well, it's a book. We know that much. A grimoire in this case. This is the groan tome, or the moaning toming, or simply the loud tome if you prefer. In here is a spell, perhaps the kind of forbidden spell that you're looking for, that lulls one into a dirgic pattern of sleep. We can test it to see if it's what you're after. Your request is so unusual, after all. Your master must have a very specific, cruel, or strange purpose in mind. I shall have to ask him about it over coffee. Does he still drink coffee, or does he simply oil his metallic joints now? The smell of dead wood. Smell of old book. In this case, old flesh. Yes, it's bound in flesh. A lot of these books are. In fact, wouldn't you say that all leather-bound books are bound in flesh of sorts? You tell me. But anyway. Yes, yes, yes. Oh. The careful curing of the flesh. I apologize, sometimes I forget to open my other eye after looking through my eye. Oh, that's what I call this. Some people think that they need more hands to get more work done. For me, I need more eyes. dusty. This is the book of hide and seek. It is bound in hide, and hides what you seek. You see? Does that make sense? Because I don't want to explain it again. It's rather confuzzling, you see. Alright. Well, I do believe I recall. There are so many pictures of cats in this book. I do not know why. Oh. It makes sense now. Windhogels. The cat's eyes are a wonderful tool for telling the time. The dilation of the pupil corresponds almost perfectly with the time of day. That's why you see many wealthy killers walk around at night with a cat or kitten in their pocket, so they can pull it out, check the time, and then carry on their merry way before they slay. That wouldn't be the kind of person you are, would it? A killer, that is. Why else would you be looking for this knowledge about sleep? But still. section on aftercare and spells therein to ease. It's only forbidden because, well, some secrets are worth keeping to make you feel a little bit more special, you know. Now, I believe yes. Yeah. Towards the end. Wrong eye. There it is. The sweet slumber. Post chill. This isn't what I thought it was. Oh, this is about clergy marrying their parishioners. It's on the next page. I do apologize. Here we are. Yes. In order to elicit a sleep sound, where crown is acumen expertise, when having worked so hard as to elicit a religious fervour in one's partner, rest is of the utmost importance as well as hydration. This spell, forbidden though it may seem, Oh. I don't think that is what you're looking for. You see, the thing is, it elicits a wonderful slumber, but unfortunately also hydrates, shall we say. Not what you're looking for. I do apologize, but still, good book. You know, now that I think of it, I can't actually remember. Did you say you wanted them to die or simply go to sleep? Oh, it is sleep. Well, this next book probably won't help much. Well, this is a death book. But the thing is, a death book, which is a book of names, predominantly Liber noms, etc. There's a few of them here. 1, 2, 3 death books. Now, in each of these there's a list of names, and those names pertain to the dead. But when one speaks the name of certain dead, it elicits the last thing that was said. Do you see what I mean? So, for instance, in this one, Rikyū, their last word was stepping stones. Not really a word, more of a phrase, but I suppose it could be a complex or composite word, couldn't it? We'd have to ask them, but they're dead, so we can't. But anyway, so what happens is, if you elicit or call upon this name, Rikyū, then if you cross in 6 parts or 4, it will simply allow you to cross a brook or a river. No, that's not very helpful, but you see what I mean. Now this little one, it's nice things like that. Crossing rivers, helping folks, hiding, nice things. Still forbidden, because to evoke the name of the dead or a dead name advanced these names. There you go. Tatini, Braccio. Now Tatini and Braccio are two different people, but they said the last thing that was the same. So they said, help me. Those are the last words of Tatini and Braccio. So if you invoke their names together, Tatini, Braccio as one, the combination of those two last words in the Book of Dead Couplets will, in this case, bring you aid. Tatini and Braccio. But one must not do this, you understand? Furthermore, in order to elicit this, there are specific sigils that you must cast to make it work. But, let's see. Here, another. This is a good pairing. Francesco, Margherita. And their last words were goodbye. So if one invokes with the correct sigil that is detailed in the book, Francesco Margherita as a couplet, it will make the person you are sending the spell to or hex leave, you see. And if we move on to food, drink, and psychic. And here we see Maze and Medi. Maze and Medi, yes, as a couplet. The thing that they said last was to rest, as in the verb, not to the rest of them, as in the nouns. You understand? And unfortunately, that's the closest thing. It seems that not a lot of people say a good night's sleep or I'd like to sleep now when they die. Still, the Book of Couplets. And finally, this is the more advanced one. This is the Book of Triplets. So in here, oh look, this one's got the same name as me. 3 names that you combine with a sigil. Alfonso, Alberto, Enrico, and their last word was die scum. Oh, so you can either use that to, well, kill someone, or simply remove scum from the top of a stew or a cup of coffee. Yes. I know, well the thing is, if you're caught practicing any of these sigils or anything like that and you have to be right up close to the bugger, you'll be arrested, possibly summarily executed. I know, serious stuff. So, perhaps not those 3. I do apologize for this roundabout way. What was it? Oh, Liebenoms. Couplets. Triplets. Still, onwards and upwards. Because most grimoires are small books, notebooks carried around by alchemists and magicians alike. Oh, you want to try a big book? Alright. The problem is, most forbidden books aren't this large, you see. Because most forbidden books need to be small enough to hide, quiet enough to read. Big books are loud. And I don't think... Oh. Well, look at that. Accogliamento, beatification, breviary, canon, decretal, advocato, dom, encyclical, sacramento. This isn't what you're looking for, though. Not in this book. This is not even forbidden. This is a book. Monopage, Lindweb, Cambrel, Liepenten, Gable, Mansa Gable, Mansared, Jerkin, Flash. for the specific kind of sleep. Now, I will wrap this book for you and sign it out, but there's one condition. This book you have to keep. Do not bring it back here. The Book of I will no longer belong to me, you see. And this book has been eyeing you up since you got here. However, in order to elicit this sleep, this specific sleep that you search for, you must try it yourself. So with your permission, may I? It's a small incantation in a tongue long forgotten. You'll be able to pick it up when you read it. It's on page 586. Towards the start of the book. It looks slim, but it packs them in. So, are you ready? I must warn